Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Stainless Steel with Portugal, where finally we're again at peace with England. How long that's going to last I don't know. And we've been reconciled by the Pope as well. The Moors, however, still at war with us. We are heading down to Marrakesh with a very small basic force, although we can pick up some tribal warriors en route. And that should give us a mercenary captain for Gonçalo. However, Melilla is still very strong indeed. We are trying to draw together a new force, but that's probably going to have to wait till next term. We do still have quite a lot of money though, so let's see if there's anything we can do usefully around places that aren't building anything. For example, a blacksmith in our castles. Towns don't really need blacksmiths, but it can have a town hall. Zaragoza is a minor city. Let's give it, I suppose we could give it Abbey, because that may well help with the Pope. I know he likes it when we build big important Catholic buildings. Lisbon can have, I was about to give it a school, but we don't really station our generals there, so I don't think that's needed. We'll give it a council chambers instead and see how that goes. We are emigrating a lot of our papal candidates down to North Africa, so a lot of our bishops going down there, or a lot of our priests are going down there in an effort to be promoted up to cardinals. So when the currently very young Pope of Norway dies, there'll be someone to replace him. In fact, there he is right now. He's got a pretty big army with him, so it's not a time we really want to be going after him. And actually, we're at 4 crosses out of 10 with the Pope, which, given our recent ranking with the Pope, that's not bad at all. The Crusade for Gaza continues without much success, as to be expected, really. Although the Holy Roman Empire might have something to say about that. I'm curious to see what England will do here, because they don't have a boat nearby. It looks like they're going to walk through Pamplona back to Bordeaux, which is sure to anger the Genoese, because I think the Genoese and the English are still at war. So that actually works in our favour, really. Might keep the two of them occupied with each other. Had Genoa not taken Pamplona, we could probably have pushed up into Bordeaux, but I'm not willing to anger our Genoese allies. I've got plenty of things to be doing down here for the time being, I think. That Moorish force is going to go round because of our fort, I would imagine. We do definitely need to solve the problem of the Moors at Melilla. We nearly had it, but we screwed up a little bit, unfortunately. Looks like you're coming for a battle. It's not a very competent army we've got going down towards Marrakesh, so I hope just some very basic units, because we don't really have the cavalry or the range units to take them on at all, really. Kingdom of Norway, one of the more powerful states now. Looks like they're making a push on Gaza as well. Well, that might be Venice, I can't quite tell from their banners. Speaking of Norway, the King of Norway is dead. And you want me to assassinate Matteo de Monroy. This chap.
I will defeat you honorably, my
Do I have to assassinate him, or can I just kill him? Looks like I have to assassinate him. I don't really have any assassins in the area. Got you.
What is their name?
Hey, 27% worked for us before. Why not? Genoese cardinal dies, to be replaced by a Norwegian one. Large town is ready to upgrade, of Barcelona. We'll queue up a stone wall for them, because we've got the money to do so. Cordoba's got its mining network, which is excellent. We could probably give it paved roads. It would help with trade in general. Yeah, we'll give paved roads to Cordoba. England is still excommunicated, so we are at liberty to go to war with them. I just don't think it's something we need to necessarily do at the moment.
Your Majesty.
I should really leave this force up here as a bit of a safeguard. But I will recruit more troops down here. First we can get another priest. One of our bishops has died, which is why we can get another priest. At Granada, can we recruit anything new? We get Sudanese javelin men who are not terrible at their jobs. Yes, because we've got archery range here, so we can finally start getting ranged units out, which is good. Burgos got a bunch of good stuff. Wait. We were in the process of drawing an army together in this part of the world to go join the North African campaign. We can't quite reach it. It's a bit of a mixed bag of an army, but it'll do the job. It's very little range overall. And Marcio, you are still pretty unremarkable, to be honest. We'll just get some crossbow militia to hold out in Cordoba. You're going to go there. Could get some mace men. We've already got some mace men though. I don't know if you need any more. I don't think we need the additional cavalry either. And at Granada, we're recruiting a few more troops to join up with you.
Yes.
Actually, Captain Artur here probably has enough. We'll divert these Lusitanian javelin into Cordoba though, because I don't think we need them. But I'd like to give the feudal knights and the Jinetes to Marco Oliveira, and then he can start heading towards the coast. We're doing okay, that's for sure. What was I doing with you? Yes, you're just going to drop this army over here.
Off the boat at once.
Just as a little bit of a warning to anyone who comes nearby. We'll post you over towards Valencia.
My lord. Camping here, my lord.
And anyone who needs to go for retraining can do so. They can go Burgos actually for retraining.
Name thy enemy, lord.
Yes. So anyone who needs to get off here for retraining, let's send you off. Okay, we can't do that. We'll have to do that next turn. But that's okay. There's a few troops there that need to be repaired and retrained. This force here looks something we can probably take on. I will be taking these Andalusians because we don't have much down here.
Yes, my lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy.
Fine, crossbow militia and spear militia. We have no range, but we have a unit of heavy cavalry. We can take them on. That should be fine. So we can push on Marrakesh. Ooh, very nice big hill. We're not going to be able to take advantage of it because we're the aggressors. So I'm just going to deploy where we are. Because we have to charge them. There's no point us hanging around. We have no ranged units at all. So we're just going to have to push in, really. We've got plenty of spearmen here. You know, more than double their numbers. And then we just use our cavalry on the archers. Or the crossbowmen, I should say. Looks like a lot of them are hiding in the trees, but we should be able to find out where they are in due course. Is my hope, anyway. Ah, there's going to be some of them. Oh, no point in beating around the bush. You charge in for those crossbowmen. And our spear militia can take on their spear militia. I didn't really want you to charge headfirst into those spear militia though. That was my mistake. Pull back. Because we need our cavalry alive.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Probably, but let's see. You deal with them. You can charge into these guys now. Because they're relatively out of position. they're out of position, we take them on, then we can smash into the back of these spear militia who are already wavering anyway. This crossbow militia should break momentarily. Oh, they haven't. Fair play to them. Okay, let's give our cavalry a bit of a charge up here and smash into the back of these spear militia, because they're already being engaged, whereas these crossbow militia weren't, although they are now routing. You charge into the back of them, and that should work in our favour. There we go, they're breaking, excellent. You come over here. You deal with these spear militia. Also, I prefer not to fight them at Marrakesh, so if we can deal with them this way, that's the much better solution. You guys can go after those crossbow militia. Let's see if we can chase down those routing militia over there. It'll be a bit of a slow process, heavy cavalry. Not the best at charging people down, but they'll do the job.
The enemy general lies dead.
You guys get over here,
Good
please.
riddance to that desert dog. Pray his death will break his immense resolve.
I think the battle's already won, really. I'm just trying to win harder so I don't have
The
to
enemy are badly
deal with them
blooded. They have
at a later
lost half
stage.
their men.
I don't mind, dealing with like 5 or 6 men in a force, that's fine. Everyone's pretty much routing already. It's just this group of crossbow militia now. You guys can still go after them though. And we've only lost, what, 8% here, so we're doing pretty well. Specifically go after those crossbow militia because they are still wavering. They're the ones we want to deal with more than these spear militia here, I would say. So actually pull off for a second and now crush into them. And that should be the fight won. There we go.
Enemy
Excellent.
flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Let's run down who we can. Probably the spear militia is actually the priority, not the crossbowmen. But we'll see. We'll have to try to catch up with those guys. I don't think we'll be able to though. So let's just take what we can here in terms of successes. Who knows? We might be able to catch up to them. That would be very good if we could. You try and block them off. Again, I don't think that's going to be a success. I think we're just going to catch up to these guys in time, which is good. Excellent. And chase down those two over there as well. I think they might get to the border. There we go, that'll do.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Only 26 men remaining, which is pretty good. You are going to be executed. And that whole force has been dealt with, excellent.
The day is ours. The enemy are beaten. Your will. Move out.
To the bridge.
Onward.
Looks like Caliph Rabi is inside and he's the only one around.
Yes.
So we're just going to go for it. Because we've got a bunch of spearmen here. So it just makes sense to push forward, really. Because this is a very large amount of heavy cavalry, but we should be able to manage it. Maybe we can send some more reinforcements down that way, but really they're more needed here for any counterattack that comes from Melilla. You two should merge
Combining the fleets.
to a decently sized force.
Orders.
And next term we can send Marcio down to the North Africa and help him. He can help with the campaign down there. I'm still keeping an eye on England and Ireland, but they're actually pretty powerful in terms of their ranking. although financial ranking's taking a massive hit. Territorially, we just outrank them, but they still have a lot. They're not a force to be underestimated with. And Ireland's quite far away to send a whole bunch of soldiers out, so we'll have to see if that's something we want to do or not. End the turn again. I forgot we've got this force here as well. Got quite a few different forces actually moving down towards North Africa, so I'm happy about that. So I'd like to try and wipe out the Moors pretty soon. I'm just aware of the Genoese. I think they're just going to reinforce Pamplona for the English, who are probably just walking by, but you never know. Fatimids continue their defence of Gaza to great success. But here come the Holy Roman Empire. I don't suspect they'll do well enough, but they can certainly try. All big fight between England and Genoa here. And Genoa wins. Excellent. That's crushed that English force for us. They should no longer be a threat, and they're going to retreat towards Bordeaux. Very happy to see that. A few diplomats floating around, but nothing particularly important to us. That Moorish force returns to Melilla for now, but I know there's another one, or another couple of armies hanging around actually. Which is why we're sending so many forces down this way to try to deal with them. My only problem is that once I've dealt with the Moors, I've got no real targets. England are excommunicated, but they're tough and they're far away. Apart from that, I've got Genoa in Italy, also Genoa in Sicily even, both of whom are not great targets for an invasion. So we'll have to have a think. Maybe Sicily will attack us anyway. I sincerely hope Genoa doesn't. Genoa are very powerful in this campaign. I do not want to be on the wrong side of them at all. King of France is dead, as is the Seljuk Sultan, as is the King of Denmark. The rulers of Seville have completed a masterpiece of architecture, an enormously tall minaret which is rumoured to be the tallest building on earth. The building is a composite of numerous sculptures, including some Roman ruins. The tower is served by many ramps which are wide enough for the resident to ride his horse, the top of which is called the Erdan. It's an outstanding example of Gothic and Baroque architectural styles. Ah, King Lucas. King Lucas of Burgos has passed on. He did well. He pushed out here towards Valencia and Murcia. Now Seville, did we get a special building for that? I don't think we did. I didn't realise we had public gallows. Let's go to the public gallows. That doesn't feel helpful. No, nothing at Seville. Could definitely do with some upgrades though, I think, in general. Norway and Holy Roman Empire are client kingdoms and allies. Venice and Sicily are at war. King Yao is now our faction leader. He's a bit too old to really be that much use to us. He's beyond battle. He's 65. He does hate the papacy, understandably. Who, more importantly, is the faction heir? Philippe, age 43. He's unhealthy. It's hardly ideal. He's not a particularly competent commander either.
Name thy enemy, Lord.
But we'll still send him over towards Valencia.
Stopping for the night.
Vincente has got a very competent force here. It's going down to deal with Matteo.
Engage them honorably,
I don't know if that's going to count towards the mission, but I want him out of the way. And you three going to go into Cordoba.
Out. Your Majesty.
You go here,
Marching forces, my lord.
and you can have them as well.
Marching armies.
You head towards the boats.
Move out. A good day's march and who do I face?
We will split up this force thing. So in fact, they can just be. Valencia's already got quite a few people inside.
Command me.
You can head out to Murcia for now. Actually, that's fine. Barcelona's got its logging camp, but it's already building walls. Burgos has got a practice range. Let's give it a port. It's a fortress, but it can still make a little bit of money. And I would not mind a Knights of Santiago chapter house at Leon, because that is the ability to train Knights of Santiago, who are excellent, excellent cavalry. Any means for us to be able to train more cavalry is a very useful thing. Poor King Lucas, he did as well. We are slowly regaining our favour with the Pope, which is excellent.
Yes? Yes,
We can assault down here at Marrakesh. Caliph Rabi, what do we know about you? You're relatively healthy, mercenary captain. Oh, you're going to take a while to die because you've got shield bearer. And siege engineer. And smith. And Caliph of Marrakesh. Nothing else looks major to me. You are the faction leader. But I don't see any major other concerns apart from the fact it's going to take you a while to die, which could be a problem. Let's get in there.
the troops are assembled. Prepare for battle.
All we have is spearmen. I'm hoping it's going to be enough alongside our own general, but he's got probably half the heavy cavalry that the Caliph here does. So we need to watch out for that. Right. We don't need ladders, really. So I imagine he's going to sit on this town square, which he is. We've tried to get to Marrakesh before without success. Let's try this time. There's a much smaller force here this time, which is good. Let's get you guys grouped together. And let's get you up to the walls ASAP. If we're being clever, we might actually want to try flank this guy by sending some other forces round.
Our men have
But we'll have
reached
to
the
see.
gate with the battering ram.
We have our own General Ford as well, we're going to need him. If only just to provide morale benefits to our soldiers who are attacking.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Excellent. Well, there's only one thing really to do, and that's charge the town centre before he can get a charge off.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
I don't think we can get him to charge the walls. It looks like if he's going to run off the town square, we can do this a much better way. Oh no, he's come back. I was going to say we might be able to do that a much better way. Tribal warriors should not be first in line. Send them towards the back. We don't want our tribal. They're good, but they're light infantry. We want spearmen to be attacking first, if entirely possible. In fact, these tribal warriors and this group, two groups to the front, you come around the other side. We're going to send you on a very slow flanking manoeuvre, I think. All of you get to here, please. Okay, looks like he's going to go for a charge, so we're going to move round. You guys get around to here, please. Move our general closer. It's going to take too long, just charge in this way. And we'll try send a couple of units around the side so we can pull off a flanking manoeuvre. But they didn't get a charge in, which was important.
Praise the saints. Our men have taken control of the city.
You guys get there quickly. You guys get over here. Let's just reorganise ourselves. You get over here to charge into the side of them, hopefully. Gotta be careful with these spearmen. They can rout if not looked after properly. You get over here. You need to charge into the side of them now. If we can just envelop this guy, that's our best chance of survival. You charge into him, if you can, from the side. Just have a lot of health, and then not going to back off because this is the town square. But we'll have to see. If we can keep on cycling charges with our general, that might be the best option from this side here. Because these guys will stay fighting their spearmen that are attacking, or the spearmen that are attacking them from the front.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
We just need to keep on lance charging them from afar. They're down to 30 now, so I don't suspect this will be a huge problem. But I do want to keep my general alive. So once he gets down a little bit low, we will be a little bit careful with him. They're down to 26. And now down to 19. Excellent. Pull back. I'm trying to see where our actual general is. It's a little hard to tell. Okay, looks like they're charging us. Get back in there. Everyone attack. They didn't come up with their lances this time. That's unfortunate. Okay. You pull back. I don't want you to be dying unnecessarily, please. We also have the town square, so give it a minute 40. This will be ours anyway. They're down to 9 troops. We'll be okay now. And we'll just leave a fairly I think we'll leave a fairly token garrison down here in Marrakesh. Because I don't think we need a massive force down here. Some of these spearmen could usefully be used back by Fez, but we'll probably leave at least half these spearmen here in case another faction gets any silly ideas from afar. I'm going to pull my general back now. The spearmen can finish off this. They are very tired, but they'll manage. There's only 3 heavy cavalry left for the spearmen to kill. And the Caliph should go down. It'll take a while, mind. In fact, we're going to win this by the timer.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
So Caliph Rabi survives. Whether we execute him or ransom him, I'm not entirely sure. We're certainly not letting him go for free. That's definite. I know, he just dies anyway, fine. Caliph of Morocco and Marrakesh and
The day is ours. The enemy are beaten.
the
Noble lord, we have conquered.
and the Moors is dead. We're going to sack this. Marrakesh is still very unpopular in terms of its popularity with us. That's purely because of the Islamic faith here. We do have some bishops in the area. We're going to keep sending some more down this way. Is there a mosque here? There isn't a mosque, but we are going to need to put a small church down next turn. But that is useful now. You come here, build me a watchtower.
Yes, lord.
I just want to make sure there's nothing coming down from down there. But this is a massive territory. It looks like it's pretty much bigger than all of the Iberian Peninsula. But there's not a huge amount in it, in Marrakesh. But it's useful because it's just taken another territory off the Moors. They must be struggling a little bit now. How are they doing financially? They are got nothing left really. Territory ranking, they should probably be down at 2 next turn.
Ready to trade.
I think that merchant will die fairly soon. We'll have to keep a pretty sizable garrison here at Marrakesh for the time being, while we sort out the religious problem.
Traveling
We'll send a
with
couple of
God's servant.
lads down that way
Very good, my lord.
in an effort to convert. So yeah, these guys are getting Battle of Heresy because they are actively going against the imams of the Islamic faith. You are good enough to be a cardinal.
God's servant, my
Some of the rest of you aren't, but could be in time.
Your orders, yes?
Right, anyone needs something built? Bakehouse for Silvers hasn't had a lot of love for a very long time. It's going to be one of our more forgotten territories, to be honest. We can get a drill square at Seville. I was just thinking if we wanted a archery range instead, but I think that's fine. Just make sure everything's got something being built if it can. Oporto, what could you use? Oporto can have a practice range for some archers. Archers are always welcome.
Who do I face?
I think this is held by Genoa, so we can't go off to Parma, unfortunately. If England were to take Pamplona, we could probably take Pamplona and Bordeaux, but I certainly don't want to anger Genoa at all. And they haven't given us military access, so we can't do that.
Not in course now, my lord.
Send you over to speak to the English. I don't know if we got... Yeah, we didn't get trade rights with them. We may as well, just to get some trade flowing that way. Just be a little bit of extra money. Not a huge amount, but it'll be something. This diplomat here, Diogo is an excellent diplomat. Let's speak to the Pope. I can't believe this crusade for Gaza is still ongoing. You think it would have failed by now, but clearly not. Just out of curiosity, the Pope isn't home. Where's the Pope?
Am I taking down a person or a place?
Ah, don't know where he is. He'll be around here somewhere. But let's speak to Rome anyway.
Is there something I can do for
They
you?
wouldn't take an alliance. But what if I gave you money? Because being an ally of the Pope is very good for our well-being. If I gave you regular tribute, I've got plenty of money floating around. And it's only because I haven't really... I've been spending it, but I don't have to spend it. So this is generous because you're very poor. 7,520 florins for an alliance.
We cannot quite
No.
accept this.
I don't wish for an alliance at the
You are
moment.
very reasonable.
That's fine.
Farewell.
And our slightly better assassin is here.
But of course. Yes.
Just useful to have them parked around the Pope in general.
But of course.
Who?
Could sabotage the Abbey, that'd be funny.
Lord.
How's Sicily looking in the grand scheme of things? No, that's the Mongols, who are doing very well for themselves. Sicily is still pretty powerful behind us. Nothing that we can't handle, I would think. I don't think there's anything more we can do this turn. I will move the spy up this way in general. Probably over to here, just get a better view of things. In fact, you can move here. You can move over here. We'll get a view of Bordeaux next turn, that's fine. I'm just curious about what's happening around Toulouse.
Yes, my lord.
Genoa's got plenty of enemies nearby with France and England. I don't see them coming after us anytime soon. Got to remember that France and the Papal States are allied. And I've got to take into account Norway as well. who are enemies of France and England, because it's a Norwegian pope. And even though they won't exert quite as much influence as the actual papal states, it's still something to bear in mind as a general rule. There's nothing we can do in Marrakesh this turn, so we're just going to end the turn here. Oh my word. Is Sicily marching on Rome? Looks like it. Genoa is marching on England and Bordeaux. As long as they're not marching on me, that's fine. I do strongly suspect England will come in for another crack at some point. Papal States is here to lend a hand as well. They've had enough, clearly, of the Fatimids. There we go. I think eventually the Crusade for Gaza might be done. Please don't kill my general here. I need him. I do have backups, but I'd still rather you didn't. Oh, he survived. Okay. I think the Crusade may finally come to an end here. I think the Fatimids have finally run out of strength to repel these multiple full stack armies. Maybe not. A couple of them just died. England are retreating towards Bordeaux, that makes sense. Must mean France can't be having a very good campaign if England have taken Bordeaux. Polish diplomat wandering around, not doing a huge amount, that's fine. Now what are the Moors going to do? If some of your forces want to get on that boat, that'd be wonderful. Because then I could destroy the boat. Or at least drive the boats away. And that would take out some of your forces in the area. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. Looks like the Fatimids fought the Genoese and the Holy Roman Empire, but there's still a full stack Norwegian and a near full stack Papal States army outside. I don't think they're going to have enough to deal with that. I wouldn't mind sending a crusade against England. Please go to Marrakesh? Sure. An earthquake at Murcia, it's fine. Writing in Marrakesh to be expected. Lower the taxes and build me a small church ASAP. Repair those afterwards. And it's just spear militia down here, so I'm not all too concerned. But we will get another merchant down here, it's useful. Relations worsened with the Holy Roman Empire and the Byzantines. England and Genoa have declared a truce, that's unfortunate. I was quite happy for them to be going at war with each other. Bunch of construction done. Leon's got the minor chapter house now. Let's get that mining network because it's worth a lot of money. And we'll give these other places some additional buildings as the funds become available. You head down towards Murcia. We've got a new chap, Lorenzo Antunes. He's 14, looks pretty good overall. Understands trades, a natural commander. Yeah, you could be one to watch, my good man. Where can we send you to be useful? Cordoba has a school, doesn't it? I think it does. It does. So we're going to send you down there.
Orders?
For training.
Yes?
You are going to head to the boats.
Your orders? Orders?
We should be able to land you just outside Melilla.
Full sail.
Can land you there.
Yes, my lord. Leading the men ashore.
You go there.
Yes.
Oh, there's a big force in that one mercenary gallery. Galley? There's a lot of siege. Let's go take it out.
Yes, my lord. Closing to engage, my lord.
It's not sunk though.
Our fleet is victorious.
I don't want them to land.
My master despises you.
I really don't want them to land, so we're going to chase them down as best we can.
Your orders?
Because that's a whole force of trebuchets and stuff like that, which would not be fun to deal with.
In battle, but this is all.
Your orders, noble one.
You come down
With
here.
God's blessing and yours.
As the mercenary can do the same.
Am I taking down a person or a place?
You guys get in here. Let's get this converted over to Catholicism as quickly as possible, please.
Yes, Lord.
There's some iron there, which could be pretty useful for us. Oh, that makes a lot of money from the mines, my word. That will be worth doing as soon as we have achieved relative stability in the area. You're going to go stand by the border.
Very good, my lord.
Because I want to see what's going on. In fact, we'll move our spy over here,
Without a trace.
so we can have a look at Iran.
As you wish. I'm done.
Lamtun Spearmen, I haven't seen them before. But just confirm that is still a Sicilian city. I don't know if Marrakesh has got anything else. This is now the capital. And it does have a fair old whack inside.
Orders?
So we're still going to bring Vincente down as well. Because I think they'll be needed. Who are you?
See you dead, heathen.
That might even be my spear militia.
Orders, noble one. God will be with us, men. To
Let's
battle!
take him
My
out.
most honorable victory, my noble lord. Your orders.
Let's hope we don't accidentally get him killed unnecessarily. That would be a shame. Start deployment.
Units,
Charge up the
wait my
hill.
orders. Generals, on
We'll let
the
them
march.
come to us. Because they're spearmen. They're always going to do so. Okay, we can charge them now.
Attack quickly.
One thing you could used to be able to do is rally troops to stop your general from joining the charge, because he'd rear up in his horse to blow his horn. Not this time though, so that might only be in the base game of Medieval 2 Total War. But we don't really have a better choice than just to charge these guys down. They should break almost instantly.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have
There we go.
praised the Almighty. This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Only 2 horsemen lost and no general lost. Those rebels are causing us a little bit of loss of money, so we wanted to get rid of them.
God has granted his
Pop you back
faithful this
inside.
victory. Your orders, noble one.
Fez. Just keep on recruiting what basic militia you can here. But we do want to take Melilla, because Milla's got some strong buildings inside, I imagine, and it's a fortress. Or a stronghold, and we certainly need the military capabilities down here if we are to take on Sicily. We can't always be ferrying them over from Granada, from Valencia, from Burgos and Toledo. Arguably, some of these places don't need to be a castle anymore. For example, Porto could probably be changed into a city now. To make a bit more money for us. But then again, it's very close to its next level of upgrade anyway, so we may as well keep it as a city. We're not struggling for money really at the moment anyway. Okay. Lots of passes of turns, but stuff is happening, things are moving, which is good. We found that Genoese force that was hiding. I do think me and Sicily will come to blows at some point soon. Where are you guys going? And is Sicily going to attack Rome? It's not, it's moving past. We'll send one of our assassins to see what's happening with Sicily and Rome, because it looks curious to me. I probably should actually send a spy over to Rome as well, just to see what's going on over there. I suspect at some point England will come back for another attack. This time I think we'll be a bit more ready for them though. So that force is just going to Toulouse, or possibly past Toulouse. Can the Papal States and Norway finally take out Gaza between them? Very possibly. Be relief for everyone once that's over, I think. Ooh, that's a big army of the Fatimids. I stand corrected. The siege for Gaza continues. The Hungarians have been beaten back, and I imagine... I don't know where the Papal States army has gone, but that's a pretty full force Egyptian army there. England hiding in the bushes near Toulouse. I imagine they're going to have blows with Genoa again soon, and I've noticed that Genoa have put a fort outside their border with Bordeaux. So they clearly don't trust each other, which is good because it means that Genoa, in all likelihood, won't go after me. That's a pretty sizable force there. Just keep an eye on that force up by Murcia, because that's got a bunch of soldiers inside I would prefer to be dead, if entirely possible. I could try making another alliance with Sicily, but I don't think it's worthwhile, because I much prefer Genoa as my allies overall. King Jerusalem's dead. Doesn't bode well for the Crusades. Master Thieves Guild of Marrakesh? Sure. I will say no. Relations, Poland and Hungary are worse for reasons best known to themselves. Our port is ready to upgrade. It's going to cost them a little bit of money that we don't have. Give it a 10 or 2 and we should have more than enough. Reminds me of Leon, I want to see these. There we go, Knights of Santiago. Excellent troops. Very expensive up front. Not that expensive in terms of upkeep. Another kid come of age. Cheap, lame of loin and poor taxes. You're pretty useless. When someone relatively unimportant I can send you. Probably Toledo.
March.
And you're administratively minded, you're better off at your job. You can go to Silves, possibly Lisbon, to look after that.
Yes.
You're heading to Cordoba. You head to Lisbon, you can probably get a bit more money out of it. You may as well take out that faction leader. He can just be auto-resolved. Moorish Caliphate is dead.
A most honorable.
Oh! Oh my word. Faction destroyed the Moorish Caliphate. I didn't think that was the last of their family members. The long legacy of these people has last come to an end by your hand. Celebrations held in honour of your glorious conquest of their dominion are up throughout the realm, with everyone from prince to pauper toasting your righteous reign. Melilla is now a rebel settlement, which means we need to get there before
My enemies do not last long.
Umberto de Sinigla gets here. Let's go there first.
My lord, this is where we shall meet the enemy.
I think we'll be coming to blows with Sicily very soon indeed, in some
We're
respects.
going nowhere, my lord.
That's a big force of rebels. But again, I think we can come down there with Vincente next time and deal with this. There's a lot of cavalry there. We've got quite a few. We've got skirmisher cavalry here and some actual range troops. We can probably deal with him without too much issue, I would think. Marrakesh has now kind of dealt with its problems for the most part. You can just go sit on this iron for now. It's worth 27 florins per turn, but over time we can make that much, much more valuable. We'll keep getting more merchants there. Yeah, me and Sicily I think are going to come to blows. But that's another one down. Another one bites the dust. All cool things there. I was not expecting to get out the Moors this turn, but I'm not going to say no. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.